Hello and welcome to another I guess same time zone, but we are also watching the early game, Saints versus Vikings over London. This is the morning tailgate brought to you by Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am the quarterback. I'm the host, Big B. I'm joined by my big offensive lineman, Mr. Money, we're going to call him, Crispy Bacon. How you doing?
Doing good. It's football. It's early morning. Nothing like it.
Yeah, exactly. And then below us, he's wearing that blue and orange of the Gators. Tim Hendricks, how you doing?
Doing good. Like Crispy says, it's week 4. I
Yep.
can't believe it's already week 4. Um, it's been a season. It's been something else.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely get in touch with that. But let's kick off what stood out in week 3. Tim, I'll start with you. Week 3, what stood out to you?
Me missing my lock of the week by a mile with 24 seconds left. I thought I was golden. Um, that stood out. I've never. What was there? 300 maybe 250 yards total offense for the Colts, and they beat a Kansas City Chiefs team that everybody's thinking is going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was a shock. But I find out that was the first time that Patrick Mahomes has ever played in Lucas Oil Field.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really?
Okay, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Well, he did do the combine there. So I mean,
Well,
Well,
yeah.
that's
Combine
that's
ain't nothing.
kind of competing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like,
kinda.
yeah. So, Chris, what stood out in week 3 for you?
Oh man, I think that I guess for the wrong reasons, but maybe the Tua situation.
Yes, and we'll definitely get into that here shortly. For me, I nailed. I'm going to take a win on my player of the week because I know the Cowboys didn't win because of Rush, but he is still undefeated as a quarterback. Um, Jerry Jones might be getting his wish on quarterback controversy, but outside of that, we're having some strange things happen. Some divisions not going the way we thought they would when we did our pick'ems predictions. But let's get into it. Chris kind of alluded to it early before we get to the Thursday game because it kind of ties into the Thursday game.
It does.
Uh, Tua, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name because I'll butcher it. But
To a T. There you go.
To a
yeah,
T.
double T. There we go. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Not to confuse with Trent Tucker, but Tua went down with an injury, concussion, back, depending on who you believe. Sunday missed a few plays, came back, finished off the game. Thursday, as we all saw, got whiplash like he was a rag doll onto the ground, and uh, I know they got a term for it, but all we could see was his hands like this.
Yeah.
Gone, got stretchered off. Big investigation now. The doctor that cleared Tua for his Sunday's game or from Sunday's game has now been let go of his duties. Tim, I know you kind of played some football more than myself and Chris. What's your thoughts on that, on the whole
I
situation for Tua?
I was absolutely when I saw it. And I'll be honest, it's the only play I saw because I think it was crammed down her throat.
Yep.
Like Joe Theismann and Alex Smith. I don't
Yep.
think this injury's as gruesome as that, but when you look at it and you think that I cringed. I'm going, yeah. I've seen quarterbacks get whipped down, and I'm
Yep.
like, is this a Tom Brady situation? And then I looked at it and I went, no, this is like somebody decided to throw a Barbie doll into the lake.
Yep.
This was terrible. I've never seen an injury. I've never seen a tackle like this before. I think it's not one of the worst, but it's definitely top
It's
20
up
in
there.
what I've seen. It's up there, but that was ridiculous, and we're just now seeing the repercussions of what's going on. If I were the coach or if I were the training staff of the Dolphins, just to be safe, especially walking into a short week, I would have held him out of Thursday's game. I would have made sure that Tua T is going to be ready for week 5 because he's definitely not going to be ready for week 5 now. And at this point, I would take the loss because obviously that's what happened anyway. But I would have held him out. There's going to be somebody's going to get called the carpet, and somebody's going to have a come to Jesus conversation because this isn't going to go away. This isn't go away this week. This isn't going to go away next week. This is going to be an off-season conversation, and it's not going to be pretty.
Actually, I think the conversation's already started because I saw multi-reports that NFLPA, NFL teams, everybody's wants to review this ASAP. So, Chris, what's your thoughts on the Tua incident on Thursday?
No, I mean, I think the doctor who cleared Tua to come back is now fired.
Yep.
But yeah, and the NFL and the Players Association want to review it. It looked like a big, scary hit. Head injuries, neck injuries, you don't want to play with. I think, a lot of injuries you can kind of pick and choose how you want to play that. How you want when you want to come back and in recovery time. With head and neck injuries, that's something you have to play cautiously, and you can't come back too quickly.
Yep.
They're going to have big repercussions for it, and maybe it's going to be loss of draft picks, most likely, in a big, hefty fine.
Yeah, just watching the game here. Vikings dropped a sure pick.
That was close.
13-7, Vikings up, start of the second half.
Yep.
Yeah, Tua, scary situation. Just you don't want to see anybody get hurt. And I think the reason why we're getting this hit is getting so magnetized is because of what happened on Sunday. Because I've seen quarterbacks get whipped out like that, pop right back up. And Tua just, down and he was out. Former WWE star Chris Nowinski got a PhD in head trauma stuff like this. I know they called it something different, but he's been a big supporter and leader of trying to get concussions out to the public, and he's very vocal on social media since Sunday. And one quote he had that he said that if Tua starts the Thursday night game, it's a big setback for the NFL. And then, of course, look what happened. And I think every time I turn on sports radio since then, I've heard him on there. So,
and I remember Aikman back then when he played, he's like, "Yeah, I played in the Super Bowl once, and I had a concussion that year."
Yeah, he doesn't remember playing in it. Yeah.
Well, not only that, he's like, he didn't remember the plays either.
Yeah.
And back then,
that is scary. That is scary, especially for a young guy who's already had injury-plagued season from college into the pros with his legs and stuff. So my question to you guys, who's at fault? The NFL, the team, the doctors, the player himself not wanting to sit out? Tim, who's at fault? I should say fault, but maybe who should have
who we put the biggest blame on?
Yeah.
I think truthfully, I think the team in general, the training staff should have been paying attention. They should have the training staff should have gotten a second opinion right off the top. Yep. Because obviously the doctor that cleared him made so many mistakes that he got himself fired. So at that point, you have to have a second opinion. If that wasn't a team doctor, the team by itself should have had their doctor look him over. They should have had. If that doesn't work out, you need to be aware. You need to be aware of things. I understand you want to win. I understand that, but you also have to understand the livelihood of a player after football, because his football career could have been over on that play. I think what you have, the coaching staff. I think the team is at more fault for not taking care of their player than Tua. I understand me playing enough, and I've had my share of concussions and wanting to go back in. You want to go back in. I understand that, and I don't. Nobody's denying Tua's heart. He's got that. I give him that all day long.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best thing we've always told each other, told the coaching staff, is sometimes we have to do something to save you from yourself, and the team needed to save Tua from himself.
I agree.
That's where your biggest. I think that's where your biggest blame should go, is on the team.
All right, Chris, how about you? Where do you think the blame should go?
You brought up the question earlier, and I was originally going to say everybody except for Tua, because the team hired the doctor to help treat these players, and the doctor quickly cleared Tua to get back out there, play the rest of the game, and then start Thursday night football on a short week, and then get injured to the point you're carted off the field. That's multiple people to blame. But it's also, I guess you could say, Tua's fault for not sticking up for what everybody's going to say, I feel healthy to play. Are you really? I don't know. But, Tua should also think about the situation he's in.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you could put multiple people to blame.
Yeah. At first, first off, definitely, I think it's the team's fault to blame to start with.
Yeah.
And especially putting them back in after on Sunday game.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then to have him even questionable for the Thursday game, I think NFL should have stepped in and said, "Hey, we don't think this is the right play here." So, of course, you can't put the blame on the player so much because, like Tim said, as a player, you want to play. No matter how hurt you think you are or how injured you are, you want to be out there with your teammates and play. I mean, just look at Herbert last week. The game was out of hand. Shouldn't have been in there. So with that being said, I think, going into Thursday, I think it's the NFL's blame. And then the Dolphins, and then, but with that being said, let's get into this week's games. The first game we got, and hopefully Mess Around joins us because hopefully everything's okay with him. So going into this week, including Thursday's game. Hold on, guys. Let's get into it. Browns, Atlanta. Tim, Browns are 2-1. Atlanta is 1-2. Browns are favored by a point. Who do you got?
This is a pick'em game. I hate pick'em games. Who's at home? They're at Atlanta?
Yeah. I think it's Atlanta.
They are at Atlanta, and the Browns are favored by 1.
Okay. Now is Patterson going to play, or is Patterson out?
As far as I saw, he was questionable.
That's so was Tua. I don't think we have the same severity. I'm going to take the Browns. I don't know why. I've had the Browns since Wednesday at one point, and the line hasn't changed. So, yeah, I'll take the Browns.
All right.
Yeah.
Just in case that nobody's watching the game, Jefferson just had a big play. Looks like they're on the 2-yard line. Almost went in. So Vikings are about to score here. Hopefully,
I have Jefferson. Jefferson against Crispy.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I picked the Vikings today. Tim, you picked the Vikings, did you, or you picked the Saints?
I took the Vikings. Sarge took the Saints.
I took the Saints too.
Chris took the Saints. All right, so that's where we're sitting at. So, Tim took the Browns, and I was going to get to the records here before I got interrupted. Tim, you're sitting at 25, 23, and 1 with one of your locks hitting. Chris, you're sitting at 28, 21-1 with 2 of your locks hitting. And I'm on a delay, guys. Don't blow it for me. Chris,
No, I was
Dave.
happy about my record.
Dave is 28, 21-1. He's had all 3 of his locks hit. And I am at 30, 19-1.
He takes naps.
and I had 2 of my locks hit. So Chris, who do you got in the week first game? Browns versus Falcons.
Both teams are struggling, but it is a home team for Atlanta. I guess they play well at home. I don't know. I got Atlanta. Hopefully they don't blow the game like they've done before.
Yeah. Typically, Chris, you kind of said it, if you're undecided, you always go with the home team. But right now, I gotta go with the Browns. I just like their running game a lot better, So I'm gonna go with the Browns, I guess in a minor upset there. So, depending on how you're looking at it. Second game we got is the 1-2 Commanders versus Chris's 2-1 Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by 3. Chris, we'll let you start.
Yeah, I got Dallas on this one. It is a home game. Washington's been struggling though, but I got the Cowboys winning this game behind Cooper Rush again.
All right, Tim, who do you got?
In Cooper, we trust. In Rush, we trust. We're going Cooper, and we're going to go Cowboys.
All right, I'm going with the Cowboys too because I like a good story, and I want to see Jerry Jones kind of backpedal if Cooper Rush still stays unbeaten. I'm actually going to make that my lock of the week too. I'm going to take the Cowboys in the lock.
Oh wow.
So game number 3, we got the battle of 1 and 2 teams. Seattle versus the Lions. Lions, I think, for the second week in a row are favored by 3.5. I'm gonna take the Lions. Those little kitties are really out to play for fun. I mean, they have nothing to lose. Nobody expects them to do anything. Those teams are kind of scary for me. So Vikings just kicked a field goal here, so 16-7. So they're not doing as hot as they should be with the position they've gotten. So I'm taking the Lions. Tim, who are you taking?
This is going to be my lock. This is definitely going to be my lock. It's going to be a tie. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I like that defense. I really like the Lions defense. That is a very, very scary defense. And Goff doesn't look like he did last year. That's kind of scary. I'm definitely going Lions. I don't think the Seahawks have anything for the Lions this week.
And you are taking them as your lock, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just not taking the tie. All right. Chris, who do you got?
Not a tie, no.
There are not house cats no more. I got Detroit winning this game.
Yeah, exactly. They're not house cats no more. That defense, like Tim said, I mean, with Hutchinson, Michigan-born kid playing, I mean, like I said, they got nothing to lose, so they're scary.
They're a tough team since and
Goff ain't Goff awful no more.
No.
So, I mean, he's still awful, but he's not god awful. All right. So we got the 1 and 2 Titans versus the 1-1-1 and 1-1-1 Colts. Colts are favored, Tim. So let's get your thoughts.
I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. I have picked against the Colts for 3 straight weeks. 3 straight. And I've been wrong.
I believe
once.
last week was a lock against them too.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. That means I basically ate my Chiefs lock. I'm not going to pick against the Colts this week. Plus, the fact is that we've only got one player that's out for this game. Looks like Shaquille Leonard's going to be playing. It's going to be his debut. I'm taking the Colts. I did the blueprint there. The Bills put the blueprint out there on how to stop Derrick Henry, my pick for MVP this year. I think the Colts will do it today.
All right. Chris, how about you?
Yeah, I got Tennessee and Derrick Henry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why? Why, Chris? Why? I picked your Cowboys. And I trademarked in Rush We Trust, and you picked it. You picked the Titans. All right. I understand who I'm playing this week. I understand who I'm playing in fantasy football this week too. Okay, go ahead, bud.
All right. For me, I know it's a toss-up because Titans aren't the Titans, and we thought this was going to be a battle from week one with these two guys. I got to go with the whole team. I got to go with the Colts and see if we can pull off 2 in a row here. So, good luck to them. Next game, we got the 2-1 Bears versus a 2-1 surprising Giants. Giants are favored by 3. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, it's tough because both teams kind of struggle. It is a home team for New York. I'm going with the Giants.
All right, Chris is going with the Giants. All right, Tim?
Chris, Bacon.
You got the Bears,
Bacon.
don't you?
I know. I watched that game. I do. I like that as much as I like the Giants' defense. That defense played quarters against Dallas. Forgot to play the fourth one. That made the big difference. I like the Giants' defense. That defense is going to be a top 5 defense in 2 years. I almost guarantee it at this point. But I've got Bears because unlike Crispy, who doesn't like his Cowboys gaining ground on anybody, I will take the Bears.
I hope the Bears win, but Daniel Jones was a tough quarterback last week.
Yeah.
I underestimated him.
Yeah,
he was.
For me, it's, two teams you don't know what you're going to get with. I just don't trust the Giants that much, even though they're at home. And not saying I trust the Bears anymore, but, Bears is another team, too, that they're young and, if they get it going, they're going to be scary. The Giants are just so injury prone that, at the coin flip, I'm surprised nobody's gotten injured yet. So I'm going to go Bears. So
yeah, this is not XFL where you get injured on the kickoff now.
Yeah, exactly. So the next game we got possibly 2 surprises here. Jacksonville 2-1 versus the 3-0 Eagles. Eagles favored by just under a touchdown. Until the Eagles prove me wrong, I got to go with the Eagles. That offense is another scary offense. They went out and got people to help Hurts, and Hurt is definitely putting the Hurt business on them. So I'm going to go Eagles. So, Chris, who do you got?
I got the Eagles, too.
Wow, Chris, you really don't want the Giants or the Cowboys to get any ground.
I do.
But we did say that this could have been a battle at the beginning of the year. So
yeah,
Tim.
This Eagles team looks like this Eagles team looks like the if the St. Louis Rams had Michael Vick as their quarterback. It's really scary to watch the Eagles team. I don't think Jaguar. Now this is how you do it, Crispy. Jacksonville's in the AFC South.
Yeah.
I am not picking the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm taking the 3-0, soon to be 4-0 Philadelphia Eagles.
All right.
That's how you do it.
All right. And we're getting mess around just waking up from a nap. So how's it going, mess around?
I'm good, actually. I was up this morning, but I had to take the wife to work, and then I got home.
Gotcha.
I just started that beautiful Vikings Saints early morning BS game.
Yeah, it's a scary game. So let's get through your picks here. Just so you know, you're 28-1-1. You've hit all 3 of your locks so far this year. So Browns Falcons. Who do you got?
Browns and Falcons. Give me the Browns.
All right. Commanders Cowboys.
I'm gonna take Commanders.
And you said the Browns in that first game, right?
You did.
All right. Seattle Lions.
Lions.
All right. Another guy that doesn't want his team to do it, gain any ground. Titans Colts.
That's a tough one. Division game. They always play close. I'm gonna go with
Yep.
Tim's Colts.
Tim's Colts. All right. I know I probably should already had this already written in stone.
Who I took in
Bears
game.
Giants.
Bears Giants. You know, this is another one of those games going to be tough. It's going to depend on what team can stop the other team's rushing attack.
Yep.
I'm going to still take my Bears. I got to take my Bears.
All right. And then the last game you got in on Jacksonville and the Eagles.
Give me the Jags and make it my lock of the week.
Whoa! Going with the lock. By the way, Dave, just so you know, I took the Cowboys as a lock,
He woke up.
And-
He woke up too early from his nap.
and Tim took the Lions as his lock. So, all right, let's get into Jets versus Steelers, a battle of 1 and 2 teams. The Steelers are favored. So, Tim, who do you got in that game?
Oh boy, what's the line on that game? 3.5.
That
4?
I didn't see.
20 and a half. I was playing.
Yeah, it should be.
Don't tell me.
Steelers are
20
favored
and a
by
half.
3, though.
20.5 for the Steelers. Okay, and I'm not wrong on that. Who's holding the game?
Steelers.
Him. That I want him to make my pick. Okay. I'll take Steelers.
All right, Chris, how about you?
I got the Steelers as well. I mean, Jets are coming back, but I still have Pittsburgh winning it.
All right. And mess around. Who do you got?
You know, I usually ride my boy Trubisky, but this week it's a return of Mr. Wilson. So I'm going to take the Jets for that reason right there.
Oh, wow. Dave waking up with a couple of stunners. I'm going with the Steelers, even though I kind of want to see the hometown kid get in. I mean, but, you're at home. You got Wilson coming back, so let's see. I think it might be a good game. So let's go with the next game. The 2-1 Buffalo Bills versus the 2-1 Ravens. The Bills are favored by 3. I was listening to sports radio, and a lot of people are picking the Ravens. They think the Ravens are a better team. So mess around. Who do you got in this game?
That defense travels. I'm going to go with the Bills. And Josh Allen, I think they're going to win this game. It's going to be close, though. As long as they keep Jackson and keep him in the pocket and make him throw, because we all know he can't throw the ball.
All right. Just an update for people not watching the game. Saints are on the 4, about ready to score here with 4 minutes left. Tim, who do you got? Bills, Ravens. Ooh, Dalton almost got in.
I don't. For some reason, I don't. If you make. Oh man, who's the quarterback for? Who's the quarterback for the Ravens?
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
Jackson. Why did I forget Lamar Jackson? That's because he's not a quarterback. That's why I forget. If you make him back, they don't win against the Buffalo Bills defense. If he's got to be a quarterback, he can't win against that defense. Yeah, it's Buffalo.
Chris, who do you got?
My first overall pick, Buffalo Bills defense, so I picked the Bills.
Yeah, let's keep rubbing it in, Chris, that you picked the Bills defense as your first overall pick in fantasy. I got to go with the Bills, too. I just think, I think they're going to make Lamar be a quarterback, and you definitely can't do that. And the Bills defense needs to show the Vikings how to stop a guy, because they had him wrapped up 2 yards deep, and somehow he still powered his way into the end zone. So 14-16 Vikings. Let's move on to the Chargers and Texas game. We got the 1-2 Chargers favored by 6 over the Texas 0-2-1. Chris, who do you got?
All right. Let's see. I don't know. Last week. Okay. I got the Chargers winning this game.
All right. Chargers mess around.
Chargers playing who again? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
The Houston 0-2-1.
Oh my God, if they were playing anybody else, I'd take the team, but they're not. They're playing Houston. Houston's terrible. So the Chargers are beat up right now. I'm so good with the Chargers.
All right, Tim.
Yeah, I think mess around said it right. If they were playing any other team, you take the other team. I don't care if Bosa's out. It's still the best player in the Texans is Davis Mills, and that's it. You definitely take the Chargers.
Yeah, I got to take the Chargers just like you guys said. If they were playing anybody else, possibly, unless they were at home, then I might take the Chargers. But yeah, it's the Texans, and so I'm going Chargers. So that's it for the early games. So moving on to the later games, we got the Cardinals at 1-2, the Panthers at 1-2. The Cardinals are favored by 1. Mess around. Who do you got in this game?
I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Baker Mayfield just doesn't do it for me. He doesn't impress me at all. Neither of the quarterbacks are Panthers do. Darnold, Mayfield. It doesn't matter who you put in there. Give me the Cardinals.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, both quarterbacks kind of struggle. Both teams kind of struggle in general. But I got Carolina winning this game.
All right, Tim.
Yeah, I think this pretty much is a broken record, except Crispy got it wrong. I've got the Cardinals.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to split this game because I'm going Panthers. I can't trust either team. I just one of those where they're the home team. So another game that could be low scoring, could end up in a tie. I mean, who knows what could happen. So next game we got is the 1-2 Panthers or Patriots. I'm sorry, versus the Packers at 2-1. And I believe this game was a 3-point spread. I could be wrong. Chris, who do you got?
I got the Patriots winning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
With Brian Hoyer?
All right.
He's won before.
That's
All right. Tim. I think we want a little bit of what Chris is drinking. So
wow. I think we've hit a wall here. I for all you NFC South fans, you just played the pick of the century. Wow, it's the Patriots. It's no Mac Jones. Jacoby Myers. Yeah, I don't think I could take the Patriots. Plus, I hate the Patriots. So yeah, definitely the Packers.
All right, mess around.
This is one of those games where I really don't want to pick either team because I hate both teams so much, but I got to pick one. And gosh dang it, if I'm not going to go with my arch rival, the Packers.
Yeah, I know. I hear you guys. I just, yeah. This might be the game that we're all wishing for a tie. But I'm going to go with the team that has the letter P as it started. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, wait. I'm just kidding.
I got to go the Packers. Horace played, but we'll see. Belichick, yes, is a defensive-minded quarterback or coach that could come up with a scheme for anybody. But Packers are at home. I can't see them dropping at home. So the next game, the 2-1 Broncos versus 0-3 Raiders. Raiders are favored by 2.5. Tim, who do you have?
As we saw in our special little chat there, that Devontae Adams is so worried that the Green Bay Packers are worried about stats. I guess he doesn't care about wins either. Yeah, he's not getting a win today. So going Broncos.
All right, Tim's going Broncos. Chris?
I got the Raiders playing at home. I don't trust Russell Wilson and the Broncos. It is an AFC West rivalry game, divisional game. I'm sure it's going to be a high scoring or a close game. Picking the Raiders.
All right, mess around.
Did you say a high scoring game? Did you watch last Sunday night?
I said a high scoring game or at least a close game.
Okay, I was just wanted some clarification there because last
Chris,
Sunday
what are you drinking?
I think this is like a 10
He's
to
a working
7
man now.
game.
Whoa,
Yeah.
the Vikings just pulled off a fake punt. Sorry, guys.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I think this is like a 10 to 7 type game, 13-10 type game. Gosh,
Oh, baseball game.
I'm going to take the Raiders to get their first win of the year.
All right, the Raiders get the first win. So, yeah, just watch this replay. Nice fake there. Yeah. So, for me, I'm going to go with the Raiders. I think, just that they're at home. You don't know what's going on with the coaching staff and the Broncos. Russell Wilson looks like he's still up in the air, but I'm going to go Raiders. Tim,
Did you guys see last week during the Manning broadcast where Eli made a joke where they should have paid the punter $275 million?
Yeah. A guy who
that was great.
A guy who, if I recall, has called out his kickers more than once. So, moving to
that was Peyton, not Eli.
Oh, okay. All right. So, moving into the late game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at 2-1 versus the Bucks 2-1, and this game is Bucks favored by 1. So, Chris,
I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this game. They're at home. Hopefully Brady can bounce back, although it is against Patrick Mahomes. So it's going to be a close game.
All right, or high scoring.
Or high scoring.
Yeah. High scoring.
All right, Tim, what do you got?
I can't. You did see the game last week where the Kansas City Chiefs look like trash against the Colts, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen 2 weeks in a row. So the Buccaneers can, look pretty frustrated after the first half. I got the Chiefs because I can't pick Tom Brady or the Buccaneers.
All right, mess around.
Yeah, both teams coming off really bad. I don't know if you can call Tampa Bay a bad loss because they played against Green Bay, but Kansas City losing to Tim's Colts was really, really bad. Everybody expected them to win by at least 2-3 touchdowns. Didn't happen. I think Mahomes is going to rebound, like Tim said. You're not going to have 2 bad weeks in a row. Brady, man, how do you do that? Veteran, get a delay game on 2-point conversion. Come on. I'm going to go with the Chiefs by, 3. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Just watching this Vikings game just making my blood go up. I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't think they could drop 2 games in a row, and we know when they play bad, typically the next week they
Play good.
go play Schoolyard, and it's just a blowout. But it's the Bucks. But I still think the game's going to be close, possibly game of the week. So I'm going to go Chiefs. All right, the Monday Nighter. We got the 2-1 Rams versus the 1-2 49ers, and for some reason, maybe somebody's drinking the juice that Chris is drinking. The Niners are favored by 1.5. So mess around. Who do you got?
The Niners are playing who?
The Rams.
The Rams.
Oh, the Rams. I think the Rams are going to blow the Niners out. They looked terrible last week, and I don't see them getting any better, especially against that Rams defense. I'm taking the Rams by 14.
All right, Chris.
I'm going to lock in the Rams.
Oh, okay. Well, I was kind of wondering when that lock was coming in. So, Tim?
I have Brock Purdy coming in soon. In order for Brock Purdy to come in soon, the Niners have to keep losing, even with Jimmy G. So in order for that to happen, the Rams have to win today or tomorrow, or in my case, Tuesday night morning. So Tuesday morning is going to be the next step into the Brock Purdy for starting quarterback week 7. So I've got the Rams.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with the Rams too. I just think it's the Niners are still beaten up, and to go with Tim and the Purdy parade, the Niners got to lose to get that to go. So I'm going to go Rams. So, all right, guys, let's get into it. Chris, actually, before we get into a mess around, are you there, mess around?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, what's your thoughts on the Tua situation stemming from Thursday?
I didn't see it. I heard about it though. I don't think he should have played because I know they listed last week that he left the game with back injury, but I think we all know it's a concussion he left with. And I heard they're investigating the team medical doctors for that game, and he shouldn't even have played this game. But I also read that the Bills Mafia went out and donated a bunch of money to Tua's foundation. Hats off to them for that. I guess it's not the first time they've donated to a team's star players foundation. So that's really great that the Bills fans did that for Tua's foundation.
Well, that is good. Did not hear that, but if you did, I'll take it to word. So, all right, Chris, let's get into our topics. Our first topic is, and our ad, please.
Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us.
All right, topic 1 is for Chris. History, Chris.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So since today is, I guess, opening day of London, I'm kind of changing it up. The first time the London game was played was back in 2007, and it was against the Dolphins and the Giants in, I believe it was Wembley Stadium. It was raining. And I think the Giants, if I remember right, won that game on their way to their Super Bowl win, that year.
All right, so that's your.
Yeah.
You have your own jello.
I didn't really have any teams this week, so.
Well, you only got 32 teams to pick from. I mean, but
that's true.
So, so it looks like the Vikings are attempting another field goal here. We'll see if that goes through. So,
I think.
All right, they made it. All right, you guys are a little ahead of me for. So, all right, Chris, let's get into topic number 2 in our ad, please. All right, and topic 2 is going to go to stop messing around with mess around. Want to know what team is going to get their first? The 0 is going to go. So you got the Eagles at 3-0, and you got the Raiders at 0-3. So mess around. Who 0 goes?
Well, if it goes like I picked today, I locked the Jaguars in to beat the Eagles. And I also had the Raiders winning, so I think they're both going to happen at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
At the same time.
All right. All right. Yeah. I guess I did put 2 and 2 together until you just said that. So, yeah, messing around's got them both dropping today. So, all right. So, we're going to stop messing around with that. All right. Tim, topic 3 there, Chris.
Okay. It's going to be.
And sponsored by Bo Dean's book, Race Against Race. Find it on Amazon. Big East Conference endorses. Great book to read. So, all right, Tim's Prime 5.
Okay, Bodie is also a Gators fan.
Yes, he is.
Just so we know. So, all right. my prime 5 is the best 5 throwback jerseys, since we're going to see some of them starting very
Well,
quickly here. Matter of fact,
we did Thursday.
That seemed like that was a ghost one, but yeah. My fifth one is the Los Angeles Rams from the 80s, the blue and yellow.
Yeah.
It's simple, and the way they incorporated the Rams antler, the ram horn into the helmet and into the jersey itself, pretty nice, pretty clean, pretty good to go. The fourth one, man, I forgot this. The fourth one I have is the Houston Oilers. The Houston Oilers, that nice light blue with the white helmet. Even better was when they had the blue helmet, the light blue helmet with the white oil derrick. Really cool when you see somebody as big as Earl Campbell wearing something baby blue and he's hitting you like a Mack truck. It's kind of oxymoronic. And then you've got the third one. I had a third one. I'll remember it eventually.
All right.
Oh, that wasn't it. Second. Forget the third one because I don't remember it. The second one I had was New England Patriots. The red. Oh no, the third one was the Denver Broncos and the Orange Crush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Ocean, with the big blue D on the helmets. Matter of fact, the only time I ever saw the Denver Broncos, and Brandon, you're gonna love this, was the last year they had the Orange Crush when they played in Minnesota. I was at the Minnesota game, and they had the white jerseys, but I've always liked the Orange Crush jerseys. Those things were cool, and they were clean. The second one, like I said, was the New England Patriots with the Patriot Pat on the
red ones.
The red ones with the white stripes. Everything seemed to be so clean, so crisp, so everything. I was so mad when they went away from those jerseys. As much as I hate the Patriots, I was so angry they went away from those jerseys. And obviously, the number one has to be the creamsicle Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
The creamsicles were so pretty. It was back in the 80s when we were watching them. Them things were so disgusting and so. It's like you don't wear orange. You don't wear orange and like that on the football field. Now all of a sudden it's those things are like those things. You go to Tampa and they sell hundreds of thousands a year because everybody wants them things to come back. And when Tom Brady wears them, as much as I hate that guy, it looks like it was natural for him. So
well, I think they're coming back next. I think they're coming back next year.
I think so too. But the other thing is, all 5 of those jerseys I remember as a kid watching football in the 80s, and it's like the moment you say him, you can picture him. You can remember Testaverde playing in the Orange Crush. You can remember
Elway.
Earl Campbell playing in the blue, the Elway playing in the orange in the Orange Crush. You can remember everything. You can remember the Super Bowl in the '85 with the Bears and the Patriots.
Yep.
You just remember it all, and it's just I think it's when you see all those jerseys, it's like I remember those as a kid.
I'm surprised you didn't have the Chargers and the powder blues on there. Those are so cool and clean looking.
Yeah, but they wear them more.
I did, and that was like if there was a 5A or a 5B. Yeah, they seem to wear them all the time, but that was cool. The one that I never wanted to put on were the 1970 was it the 76 Cincinnati Bengals where they had the excess stuff from the Cleveland Browns. They took over this when Paul Brown left Cleveland and took like all the extra helmets with him, and then all they had were the words Bengals written on the side. And it's I'm like, are you kidding me? Those were the worst.
What about the Seahawks lime green or?
Well, he's talking throwback
seafoam
ones. He's talking
green?
old
Okay,
school.
okay.
Yeah.
It's sort of a throwback.
Well, the
But yeah.
lime green ones are
The
kind of
alter-
their special jersey for Thursday games.
I'll be honest. The ones that I really like, those alternative jerseys, those speed rush, what they call the power
Yeah.
rush, or
Rush
speed rush
jerseys.
jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the edge rush jerseys, and mess around may not agree with me, but it was the Hunter Orange, it was the Blaze Orange Chicago Bears jerseys. I thought those things were cool. I thought those things were crisp.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I think those are like the coolest Bears jerseys ever. They should like make that their unit
Yeah.
jerseys.
Yeah, those lime green Seattle jerseys, I mean, they stick out so much. It's just hard to follow the ball because you're watching the jerseys.
Yeah.
But, no, definitely update here. The Saints are on the 10, it looks like. They're about to get a first down. Knocked out at the 1. So, Vikings are doing their best to give this game away like I thought they were going to. So, all right. Topic number 4, Chris.
Yep.
Is brought to you by our fellow team, the Oregon Cougars Women's Professional Football League. October 8th, Saturday.
Next Saturday.
J-Mac and everybody's going to be there. J-Mac, Mess Around, and Adam are going to be at National Signing Day for them.
That's
and
this coming
broadcasting live.
Saturday. That's
What's
this
that?
coming Saturday.
Yeah, this coming Saturday, October 8th.
Yep.
So, Big Baller, Big B's Baller. I'm going to take a W, like I said earlier, because Rush is still undefeated, even though I know he wasn't the main cause. God dang it, Vikings. I'm not taking them as my big ball player, but I am going to go with. God, I almost went with Hurts, but I kind of want to see Messerout's prediction come true, so I'm not going to go that route. You know what? I'm going to go with the Lions defense with Hutchinson there. I think they're just going to ball out today, and hopefully they go 2-2. So I'm going to go with Hutchinson and the Lions defense. So, and yes, everybody, the Vikings gave up the score. Saints, for some reason, the Vikings cannot stop these slash type players because Hill just scored, I think it was. Now they're lined up for a 2-point conversion, and by Chris's reaction, they got it. A little bit. Oh, wide open. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God.
Glad I took the Saints.
God, and I'm a hater, guys. Just to let you know.
Yeah, you're the biggest hater ever.
Pull that out. Vikings are going to be the undefeated team after week 1. Man, I tell you. Tim, I'll give you a chance to repick your Atlanta game because Cordell Patterson is active. I just saw that come across.
Oh no, I'm still going. I'm still going with the
Browns.
Okay.
No, you made it sound like that was a deciding factor. So
I didn't realize the Red Rocket was playing for the Saints today.
No.
Oh yeah, the Red Rifle. Yeah, he's he hasn't looked bad. He hasn't looked awful, but
he's a better backup than he is a starter. He's better going
exactly.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is some of these quarterbacks are better off being a backup. Teddy Bridgewater, better off being a backup, comes in, lights it up. So
Wentz, I think, not Wentz. Field.
Yeah. I agree with you. I completely agree with you.
What?
Dalton's a better.
That Wentz should be a backup.
Yeah.
Wentz is a backup.
I mean, look at Foles. Foles too.
Yeah.
Another guy that starts, can't do nothing, but yet he's a backup. Injury updates. Vikings first round pick Scene was carted off. A gruesome leg injury. I don't know the update. I did see that earlier. I didn't see what happened, but we did say that Cordell Patterson was going to play today for Atlanta. Just seeing if we have any other updates here. Dak is eyeing a Game 5 return, Week 5 return against the Rams. Bolts are expected Bolsa to be out 8 to 10. We kind of covered that. Leonard's back is going to make his debut today. Garrett's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks with the AC injury, it looks like. McCaffrey is set to play. And the Bucks are optimists. Godwin Jones will play today. So that's what I got for the latest injury updates. So, guys, wrap up here. Unless you guys got something that you guys want to cover. I know there was something else I wanted to cover today, but I can't remember what it was. So,
Hey, I know this was only a couple days ago, but in case anybody hadn't heard, there was a hiking accident. Where was that? California, I think it was,
Yep.
with the former
yeah.
Cowboys. Yeah. Which is, very sad, and
Yep.
prayers to those families. But
it was a Cowboy player, wasn't it? A former Cowboy player.
Yeah, he was also Bears. I think he played for the Bears too after.
I don't know. They just said it was the Cowboys. Anything deal with the former Cowboys is always a Cowboy player. So it seems like. But yes, our condolences goes to that family. Things happen, accidental. So hopefully everybody's okay. With that being said, guys, Tim, final thoughts.
I think it's going to be. I think just our picks alone tells you how crazy Week 4 is going to be. Keep listening to the show. Keep watching the show. Don't be afraid to download Coast to Coast Entertainment on the Fire Stick. I have it on the Fire Stick. I find out that I sound like trash on TV, so I'm going to delete the app now. I'm joking. All three of these guys do great shows. Keep in touch. Keep watching. Like everybody says, we put up new content every day. So please keep watching.
Yes, exactly. Massaro, what do you got? Final thoughts.
Not much after the Bears game. I'll probably take a couple naps. About the norm.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy Week 4. Crazy NFL week in general. Stay with Coast to Coast. A lot of great shows between the ropes tonight. In our regular lineup throughout the week. So just keep on watching.
Exactly like Chris said. Keep watching. Between the ropes tonight. Dave might have his nightcap Monday. Tuesday Night Mania on deck on Tuesday.
Yep.
Wednesday, Bo and Joe show. Sports Minute. Thursday, we got OVW. Creeping it real. Friday is kind of our open day. We kind of might just jump on here and there. Saturday,
we got 4 bros on Friday. That's about it.
4 bros, yeah. Fridays and Mondays.
Yep.
We are in a little nugget go out there. I actually tracked down a Lions fan, so we are in the works of coming up with a date to do an NFC North show. Maybe just once a year or once every couple of weeks. Myself, hopefully, mess around, and one of the Barber brothers, if not both, and the Lion fan could get on and kind of debate the North. But yeah, if you guys want to check us out, please keep checking us, like Tim said, on Fire Stick, any social media platform. With that being said, guys, check us out next week on Morning Tailgate. Have a good night.